right, guys, welcome back. We're in a pretty exciting part of this project, episode 23. Can you believe it? It's hard to believe, man. I felt like just yesterday we were just starting the spa, and now we're in the second episode of building out the API. So that's what we're going to be working on today. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do a shout out to my latest course, the one that says hot and new right there. And do a special thanks, actually. Yesterday I did a live stream trying to ask people to leave some ratings on the course who have taken the course, and some comments, and a couple of you guys came through, so I really do appreciate that. As a Udemy author and a content creator, when you're on Udemy, one of the best things that you can do other than just trying out the course is actually going out of your way and leaving a rating, because that really helps so much. That's probably the number one thing, the amount of people that take it and the rating of a course. So thank you for that. But if you're interested in checking out my latest course, the 100 front-end interview questions challenge to prep you for those front-end interviews, I highly suggest you check it out. It will go over not only common front-end technical questions, but also those sort of cultural questions, and give you some tips and tricks to interview. So with all that being said, let's bring up our Trello board. Now, we haven't been maintaining this as much as we should, and that's on me. So we are currently working on the get all categories route. Now, if I remember correctly, let's go ahead and bring up our application. If I remember correctly, what we were diving into was we got stuck on nested routes, but we fixed that, and we're at a pretty good spot to start. So I'm trying to remember what the command was. So we had two commands we had to run. We had to run npm run watch-ts, I think. So I'll watch the TypeScript file, and then 0 errors. Cool. Let's go ahead and launch this real quick. And we want to go npm run watch-node. I think that's it. So what should happen is everything should work, and we can go ahead and test that we have everything working real quick by launching our Postman app. That launched the wrong Postman. I have a couple different. Is that it? I installed a newer Postman. I think this is it. That one loaded way too fast. Alright, so this should be the new Postman that we're using. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and just pin this to the taskbar. And cool. So everything's still working. So that means our API route's good. Now, obviously, we don't want our category controller here to send legendary coding god for our test and set that up. And we have our routes, and honestly, we're supposed to have views, but I don't even know what we would have for a view so far. So, what we're going to do at this point now is we're going to start connecting MongoDB. So we're going to have to look at let's see if we can find a blog real quick. Add MongoDB to TypeScript node project. And let's see what this first one. Alright, so I don't remember the last time I installed MongoDB. It's been a minute, so let's start there. So happy hump day. Alright, I think this is what we want. Let's go ahead and take with the current version. Cool. Oh, man. We'll just click yes to all this. See what happens. So that's going to install. Now it looks like they recommend MongoDB Compass or Mongo Compass for a GUI interface, which I'm not opposed to. I kind of like a GUI interface with my database. So let's see here. So while we're at it, while that's installing, Windows. We'll go download Compass. Oh, it's actually installing it. We don't need to. It looks like it's coming with it. So, well, yeah, I guess while we're waiting here, what we're going to be doing as that's installing is, if you remember earlier, we defined a schema. What we're going to do is that first initial get all call, which is simply going to get what categories we have. So where's our schema? So we have our models here. So you can see we have our category schema, has a type string, set some value properties on it. No big deal. That would be like the JavaScript, the HTML, the, you know, all that jazz. Second. Gotta update my calendar real quick. Still going, huh? Hey, Alex. So this is taking way too long. Alex is doing some mentoring with me on Saturday. We're gonna try and help him get on the right path for whatever. Oh, there it goes. Finally. So we can make sure that he succeeds at what it is he's trying to accomplish in a timely and intelligent manner. All right. So if you haven't used MongoDB Compass, I've used it a little bit in my work. The general idea is that it's a GUI for your database. So all right, so we'll be using Mongoose. God, the thunder here is crazy. Been liking these videos, man? Hey, free show. Caesar, how's it going? I'm glad, man. It's no joke, man. This is gonna be a very successful project. It's gonna be long and it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be a project I can point to people. where I was like, hey, look at how I built this all online and live. You know what I mean? Like, we built it live in front of people. You can't say it's not possible. All right, let's see part 2. I followed a blog post for this. All right, so now we've done our... All right, we're going to install body parser. Class app, I like this. All right, couldn't you... What do you think about ArongoDB? I haven't used it. All right, so let's install a body parser. Cool. Now that we've done that, what we need to do actually, we should probably add our dependencies for our version routes. So we want to add our dependencies. You know what? I like what this guy's doing here. So I'm actually going to change a few things. So this guy did... So I'm following this this example here. We have a public app of type express dot application. This is cool. So look at how he instantiated this. So let's go ahead and take this. There's a 5-part blog series I'm following on Medium for setting this up, and like I like how this guy set his up much better. And then in our constructor, this dot app is equal to express. Then we just have a private config. This is sick. Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't want to use Firebase is I just want more control over my database, I guess. And Firebase sort of hides it, does everything for you. All right. Cool. Nice. This is so much better. All right. And so in here, we will then say this dot app dot use body parser dot JSON. So we've added that dependency. Oh no, my headset's dying. All right, so we've added that dependency. We're instantiated our constructor. Now when we go to, and then, oh, we have to export it, right? So export default new app dot app. That's a little hacky, but everything else about that's solid. And then here in our actual class, we, instead of doing this, we we go and we import app from /app.model. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so let's real quick check if we didn't break anything, and launch our TypeScript document. What the hell? I didn't even launch that. What is going on here? Get bash. All right, and then all right, what was I looking for? So I ran ts. What's the command over here? npm watch node. npm run watch node. All right, cool. Everything's working still. We can test it real quick. Send. Our bootleg route works, and we've set up quite a bit here. I like this. I think this is clean. I really do. All right. All right, now that we've done that, let's continue on with part 2 here. So we've added body parser. He also recommends we do this, which is going to stop it from using URL encoding, which is fine. I don't care about that. All right, part 2. Dale win. You're killing it. You're slaying the game, Dale. Cool. Still legendary coding god. Just confirming. All right. Now we have our V1 routes. We're using our router. We'll leave the routes alone for now. All right. So ideally, you want to send a status to 200. You got the 100 algorithms on one screen, stream on the other. Slaying the game, man. How's it going, Paul? Let's see here. And status 200, okay. What was it doing before we get sent it as a 200? I wonder about that. Okay. Let's see if this is even taking 201. Oh, it is. Alright. All right, so cool. That's how we can set status codes. All right, now did I set up the routes? Yeah, this is exactly how I would want to do it. Add v1/categories. All right, part 3. Let's see here. All right, so dude, this thunder. So we originally started with just using Mongoose, or using did I install Mongoose? I don't even remember what I did for my schema. I did install Mongoose, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. We have our controller. Now in our controller, all right, so let's do this. Public. We want to create public add new category. That's going to take in a request. It's also going to take in a response. Are we there yet? Bruh. We're getting there. Alright. And we'll say const new category is equal to a new category. Let's look at our category model. All right, and then we'll say new category. And our category is going to take in our request.body. And then we'll say new category.save. We'll have our error. And then we'll have our category, which will be our document. And our document and then we'll say if res dot, so if error, so if we have an error, important right there. What framework is this? This is Node, Express, MongoDB, Mongoose, and TypeScript. So if we have an error, we're going to send it, right? We're going to send back a response. Say response.send error. Else. Oh, we don't even need an else. This is essentially else response dot JSON category. Alright, so now that we've added that logic in our controller, we have to go to our routes. Because it doesn't know what the hell to do with that. So if we do router.post, and it's still going to be the same thing of slash categories, except it's going to be category controller dot add new category, I imagine. Alright, so what I'm expecting here is that I'm going to change this to a post. Let's go and create a new one. Cheers. Cheers to you, man. Path category is for category validation failed, which means that we have a type that's required. So I think it's supposed to fail because this is required. And is there a min of 2? We'll see that. And so what we're gonna do is when we I think I understand what's going on. So we have our response and we did it. So what we need to do is in our, that's our response, but in our headers, in our body, GraphQL beta, look at that. Good on GraphQL. Raw. There we go. And in here, we'll simply pass a type and we'll put the legend. Actually, let's just put JavaScript. Alright, now let's see what happens. Path category is retired. You ever use Laravel, or is PHP dead to you? PHP is dead to me. It's dead. I won't think about it. Yeah, I have no interest in using PHP. Alright, so so we're clearly hitting the right route. Validation error, huh? Oh, it's category. I put type, didn't I? The only reason I would, so like, I know I give PHP some crap. It's mainly just because I hate it. But it's, what I would say is that if you're actually thinking about picking up programming language, have a good one, Alex. Okay. So here, it's getting caught up. I think it's because we don't have anywhere to post it to. So that'd be my guess. But it's hitting it. So I think that's working. I shouldn't say PHP is dead. So PHP is mainly for maintaining legacy projects. It's like this, man. 90% of U.S. property is 90% of U.S. property is like dirt, and no one wants to live there. The other 10% is populated. It's nice. PHP is like that 90%. Technically, you can live there. Technically, it's a land, but it's barren, it's outdated, and it takes a lot of work to maintain. That's no, really, it's just a lot. More so if you have the choice between working with JavaScript and PHP, JavaScript's going to make you more money statistically, and there's more jobs in it. While JavaScript's going up, PHP's either stagnating or going downhill. I'm not saying you can't learn it. I just wouldn't. All right. How do I connect my host? Connect. All right. Admin config local. All right. Server couldn't get a response. Try again. WordPress is a lot of to answer for. Yeah, man. Okay. Alright, let's see if this thing tells us how to connect MongoDB. Yeah. In part 4. Okay, cool. Alright, so in this part we'll connect the RESTful application to the MongoDB URL. Cool. And declare URL for your MongoDB in the app.ts. After that, you'll connect your app with your database through. Alright, so let's go back to our app file. You know, I think we're at a good point here to make a commit. Oops. I'm not saying PHP is legacy. What I'm saying is the majority of jobs in PHP are legacy jobs. That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying that statistically speaking, JavaScript pays more than PHP. And there's more jobs in it. It's like the same thing as, it's in the same position as Rails, where there's less new development in Ruby on Rails than there is in PHP. Maybe less so because Vue and Laravel have sort of, and PHP have sort of combined a little bit, but it just wouldn't be my first choice. That's all I'm saying. What have I started? All right, yeah, I think PHP powers like 80% of the web, but it's 80% of the web that came before 2012. You understand? Like, it's the rest is like WordPress sites. It's so funny too, because the WordPress stuff isn't even all that great. I had a sponsorship with a very large course platform, and the website they sent to me at a certain zoom in would break all of its UI UX stuff, and it'd all go all crazy at 100% zoom in because the calculations were wrong. But it's just one of those things. But okay, I digress. Let's commit. We'll say refactored app and added post route. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and gut this out. All right. Yeah. All right. Go to our app.model. So let's create public Mongo URL. I can only imagine what this is going to be like to try and ship out. So this will be Mongo. Oops. MongoDB //localhost CRMDB. All right. That looks about right. We're going to create a private config. Here we'll create a private Mongo setup. Import all. JavaScript makes no sense to me. Yeah, don't lie, bro. We all know you about that JavaScript life, man. Go jQuery. Oh my god. Oh my god, I completely forgot I had a phone call scheduled. I might dip. I had a business call. Let me call these people back real quick. All right, we'll see. We'll see if I get a call back right now. All right. Import all as mongoose from mongoose. Now sign this promise. What's this promise thing doing? See if we can hack this in here. We'll see if that works. Pascal is the new black. Whatever you say, man. What exactly am I doing right now? Reading emails. Sorry, man. I always got emails. I just missed a call. I messed up. Mongo set up. Are those Ajax calls? Eventually they will be. We're setting it up. Trying to set up the good old MongoDB. Let's see here. Alright, so let's try again now. Alright, so in the headers, we have to set content type here to this application. Let's see how we connect. MongoDB to node there. See if someone has a different way of doing it. Localhost 27017. Alright, so instead of this, let's see. Mongoose.connect is not. Oh, that might be why it's working. We're having issues. Mongoose.connect is not a function. Any reason? No, I didn't even know they had a REST client in here. You talking about the debugger? Well, this is unfortunate. It says it exists. I'll have to dive into that in a little bit. I just have been playing around with Postman because that's what people at my work use. Is it bad to Google stuff here in dev? How else are you gonna figure it out? They don't write books on a lot of this stuff that's very active. Do you see me Googling stuff right now? Alright. Let's just say import Mongoose from Mongoose. And that works. Okay. So for whatever reason, import all as Mongoose blows up. Just won't do that. Path category is properties categories are required. It is, baby! Official coding god, right here. You saw it first. We created our first category. Alright, now let's see if we go back to, if this works. CRM. Was it BD? They call me the legend. CRMDB. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see if it's... Alright, we'll hardcode this for now, but we'll probably have to change that eventually. I'm not sure what this guy did differently for CRMDB to work compared to my... port. But considering we have quite a bit to go on the API, we can always come back to fixing this. Let me see if he talks about it in here at all. Alright, cool. And we should... How do I... If I go to collections... No, local here. Yeah, come on, homeboy. There it goes. I just had a refresh. But you can see if we go into our categories, we now have a category of JavaScript. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and create a category of HTML. No, it's up here. HTML. Just HTML. There we go. And then CSS. All right. Cool. So we created our 3. So are you making an API? Right now I am, yeah. Excellent. We have our 3 routes. We have our MongoDB set up. Let's I think that's a good spot to stop at. Not stop at, but commit at. Added Mongo. We'll say local MongoDB setup. Git push. So right now, the issue we're gonna have is that eventually, use environment. I think it's probably gonna be an environment variable. We'll just say make MongoDB server route dynamic. All right, cool. All right, so that's good. Now what we want to do is we want to go to our category controller and public get all categories. We're taking our request, taking our response. And all right. What's the to-do list? Right now we're gonna try to get all that data. So so this route here, we're going to get rid of this test. Oops. We're going to jump into our routes, category route. Instead of test, it's going to be dot get all categories. Excellent. And with that, we need to now, with Mongoose, see, did we do a get all? So I'm looking for an example real quick. I think the get all will be pretty simple. Create model for data, post, get. All right, so we have our category here. And what we want to do is we want to say category dot find, and find finds documents. Okay. Now I believe these are options that we're going to pass in. We don't have any. We just want to return all of them. Then we want to have our air of type air. Let's do air. and we also want our categories. Category define, yeah. And cool. So if air res response dot send air else res dot json are categories. All right, so I think we did that right. Pretty sweet. Now, if we hit this route, oh, you know what? I didn't recompile the TypeScript. Forgot to start that up again. I was like, I definitely saved it. All right. Very nice. So now we have an array that matches our models that are being passed in here, like so. They're coming with an ID, and not only that, a version apparently. It's pretty nice. So we're getting an array of these values coming back on our API. All right. Now that we've done that, we really have to figure out how to set up, how to do dynamic routes. But in the app, in the spa, it should be simple enough. So the spa, all right. Oops. What do people test MongoDB in nowadays? Is it just Mongo node TypeScript testing? Let's do just. All right. Let's see here. Looks like MVC structure. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I typically like to write tests. I use super test and just. Is that an actual thing, super test? What the hell is super test? How do you map your model to the database? So you create a schema, like so. Hmm. So, if I understand correctly, super test. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give super test here a shot. Does the schema reflect all the fields in the table? Currently, it's a very basic one, but at its current status, yeah. And it's not in a table, it's in a document. Tables are relational databases. All right, so we install that. All right, so getting started with super test. How does it know where? Because where in our config file are we telling it to look for tests? Okay, I just don't see anyone telling me about a config file. That's just sort of throwing me for a loop. Here, we'll say super test and TypeScript. No, it's a JSON document. You can think of it that way. All right, so let's follow this, see if this leads us down. So in our scripts, we're going to add a test. Oops. This is going to run just. Cool. And then we are going to have close all this, bugs, dev dependencies. So here, for jest, we want it simply Alright, so this is all the stuff they want for jest. Alright, simple test. So it looks like they want us to store it in a test folder. I kind of don't like that. I want to keep it. Let me look at something over here. I want to put it with where our items are. So enter tsconfig JSON. Is a JSON document considered an unstructured database? I'm not really sure. Alright, we'll follow their folder. So if I create a new folder here and I called it tests. And test, create a new file. We'll just call it hello.ts. You was asked this in a interview? Alright. So now we've done that, let's PM test. TS just in the transform option was not found. What the hell does that mean? TS just in the transform option was not found. Let's see here. God, I hate when people do blog posts and they don't put repos up so you can look at their actual code, because 9 times out of 10 they put crap up that doesn't work. All right. Alright, we'll give that a shot. New file. And it'll say module exports equals preset ts dash just test environment node. Alright, let's give that a shot. I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Let's try this git stash. So I'll start fresh. Delete that. Alright, hopefully that doesn't break anything. Dude, what is up with all these? Awful tutorials for testing. Alright. We're gonna get this working, don't you worry. One of these is gonna show me the way. Alright. All right. So new folder, we'll call this specs. What do I need in here? Yeah, I give up. I'm not in the mood to go through docs and guides. This is the fourth one in a row because this doesn't use super test. Oh, wait a second. I take it back. There's an appendage to the, let's see what's going on here, alright? Let's see here. My goodness. Come on, man. TS Just 1.2 million downloads weekly. Awesome. Why can't I find a good blog post on it? Alright. Last chance, mofos. We're following the official docs. None of this hoopla that the kids are doing. Alright. No hoopla. So once this installs, we're then going to... Alright, npm tss just config :init. Okay, so it's... Alright. Okay. So we created our spec. We installed configuration. Alright, so now that we have this super test just in TypeScript, I just need to see an example. See it. Where's the hello world? That's all I want. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I thought I could give up, but I just don't have it in me. I'll be honest with you. We're not quite yet at give up. You know what I mean? What's going on, Code Poppy? Well, I mean, in all honesty, your biology degree does have nothing to do with coding. Although it's definitely rude to bring that up. My no degree has nothing to do with coding. Did I do very well for myself? Zero matches. All right. Okay. I actually think we're getting somewhere. So we're gonna rename this to __. Runs hello.ts. One failed. Await request app.get. So we have the setup working. Now we can't seem to, oh, we don't have app here, so import app from source / app.model. Let's see here. All right. My boy Oilalo Oideo is helping me out. Did I not install super? No, it's right there. Oh no, I can't seem to find the super test. What's the problem? How many years of experience do I need to build this project by myself? At the rate we're going, 54. I don't know, man. Oh, you know what? npm install at type / super test. Oh shit, no. Alright, let's see if that helped. So that should help. Alright, so alright, so we got the types installed. So what are we gonna get if we do /v? So it's gonna be API / v1 / categories. Let's see what we get here. And we do this. Yeah, no, I get the expects. Right now I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. I think I'm hitting the actual instantiation instead of a mock DB. Let's see if this helps. Connection. Let's see here. Hmm. Why me? Why? All right. You know, we tried, man. We tried. We really did. We spent 45 minutes trying to get this going. I think it's. I think. I think this has officially fallen into the backlog. So this is a weekend thing. It's not a Wednesday thing. So this is the weekend. We're gonna add set up test config with just and super test. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it going next 20 minutes, I don't think. So well, I think we had. So I think right there we had it working with the. So we had it hitting it. I think the issue that we were having was that we didn't have to. We weren't mocking out our database, which I don't even know how to do, because that's why it's timing out. Or you see, we were getting our connection refused. All right, so we can do a couple things right now where we have a get all category. We're gonna need a delete category. We're gonna need a get by ID category. And so you know, let's end there. We'll end a little early, man. That tired me out. I'll be honest with you. That was exhausting. I'm probably gonna tackle that again this weekend though. April needs some help studying anyhow, so let me see what she's struggling with classes. April sends me emails when she's stuck on studying. She'll like asking me in person. So now you have created your own class. You'll create a class with a method on it. In this class, create 4 properties: username, password, email, and check password. Set the value of username to name. Set the value of password to password. Set the email to mail. Set the value of check password to a function. The check password function takes a string as its only argument. Using this keyword, it checks the password of the class the same as the string being passed in as a parameter. Return true or false. Okay. She got it pretty close though. Look at this. Return true or false. Right here. This is where class2.check password. She understood how to assign the method. She didn't quite get there. Let's see, hopefully that helps her out. I'll go down there in a second after this. Anyhow, you think would this make sense to you? If you want to reference what's inside a class, use this. This select username gives you the name value, check password, name text, and a string param. Then in return, put the logic to compare your class username with the check password name argument. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be any easier. I think you can create some fake data and initialize your database with that. Yeah, that would be what I would be expecting to do, because you're definitely not going to want to hit your database directly. I just haven't. I've never. So my experience is limited to the front end. I've never written tests in the back end, so I just have to figure out how to do it. But my guess is that we will be essentially creating a mock database that has collections that we're going to reference and that it's going to pull from. So, you know, the find method on Mongoose is going to work exactly the same, except we're going to change where it's getting the data from. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. As we, this is a different part of these live streams, because now you're getting into an area where so far, as we've been working together, what you've been seeing is me doing something that I am at a professional level at when it comes to front-end development, right? That has been the general idea, and that has been what you've seen. So there's not a lot of this, I need to look this up, I need to figure that out. I've worked in it long enough that for the most part I already know what to do, I just have to do it. Now we're getting to an area where, you know, I've done these things before, but not in a very long time, and also not to a point where I would consider myself even at a professional level. I can make it work. I don't pride myself on making stuff work. I pride myself on making shit good and lasting long and getting better. So, but that's where we're at right now. So pretty cool stuff. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, and if you're interested in any of my courses, you can get them for just $9.99 using the links in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.